What's up, everybody? It's Chris from Ground and Beef. I just wanted to get on here real quick. I know I have some new subscribers. That's amazing to me. Thank you. This channel's about, where we came from and where we're going, and creating generational wealth for my kids, my grandkids, and show people how to do this. I'm no expert, but we came from nothing. So I want to share that with people, and now it's getting really windy, so I hope you can hear me. But, I grew up off the farm. My grandparents lived here, so I came here, every school break, every summer. I was here. My mom would drop me off before she went to work. My dad, whoever. It's my mom's parents. So my dad would go deliver beer, and my mom would drop me off on her way to her receptionist job, and I spent a lot of hours here. And I really think somebody needs to hear this today. All I've ever wanted to do is farm, and I've tried, and it's getting really windy. This goes along with the story with the wind. Like, don't let it knock you down. So, I even have notes. I mean, they're not big notes, but so anyways, as I moved out and got married, and we moved back into the farm here, or we moved into the farm to help my grandfather out. Like, all I've ever wanted to do is be a farmer. And a few years ago, I woke up, when we were locked down, and I realized that I'm gonna keep getting up, going to work, doing my job, and come home and try to farm. And like, how am I ever gonna do that? Like, nothing has changed in all these years. Nothing has changed. So how do I make a change? And I think back, like, there was times in '08 and it was '09 actually, that I got laid off, and I think I got laid off in '08, and in '09, like, we were struggling to pay our bills. We took a mortgage on the farm, which was the stupidest thing I've ever done. My grandparents willed it to me, and it was so stupid. But at the time, my wife was like, well, everybody has a mortgage, so let's just take a mortgage, pay off our credit card debt, and which was great and wonderful if we lived that way. Then we racked up more credit card debt, and then had the mortgage. We put windows in the whole farmhouse because we didn't want our kids having the lead paint, and so we tore out the windows. I wish I would have done two windows at a time. Learn how to do that. I didn't know how to do any of that back then. Now I do. But and then one day I had a buddy of mine here. We were working on a piece of equipment. I took him to lunch, and I come back, and we don't have any power to the barn. And I look all over, and I come to find out RG&E shut us off. And that was so embarrassing. Like, I got my buddy here who knows that he doesn't know that we're broke, and I gotta explain to him that we can't keep working because I don't have any power. And I'm calling the electrical company, and I'm trying to call my wife at school, like, what's going on? And whatever. It was just really dark times for me. My dad died right about that time, and like, he lived across the street and with my mom, and it was just really dark times for me. I had no job. I couldn't find a job. I was in a machine shop. I didn't know what I know now. Like, if I lose my job tomorrow, I'm good. Like, I'll go out and grab a bunch of side jobs. Like, I know how to do a lot more things. So, and I always prayed that I would find somebody to help me show me how to run a farm. I prayed for probably 8-10 years about that, like how I could be a successful farmer. And you know, that's all I've ever wanted to do. I want to be out with the cows every day of my life, which I am, but I mean, like, I want to do more with them. I want to move them more. I want to, you know, I want this to be my life. I want to come out in the morning and that's it, and not go work for the man. And so I prayed, and you know, about 8 or 10 years later, which was in 2020, my prayers started getting answered. I mean, I'm not a full-time farmer, but I'm working my way there. I've gotten wrapped around so many amazing people that have literally changed my life and changed my outlook on life. Like, I never wanted to, like, end it or anything. Well, there was one time that I did. I was really, really down and out, and but nobody knows that until now. But the point is, I didn't do that, and I'm thankful I didn't do that. And it was only for a short amount of time. I worked my way through it, and you know, whatever. My point is, you're not alone, especially as a farmer. I mean, this goes outside of farming, but you're not alone. You just have to get wrapped around people that are like-minded like you, that can help you through these things and share your experience. Like, I finally opened up and was asking everybody, like, dude, we're gonna lose the farm. Like, what do we do? How can we, every place we turned, they told us, every counseling thing we went to, they said, oh, you gotta sell the farm. There's no way you can keep the farm. Like, just sell the farm and move on. Like, you'll get a good buck for it. And no, dude, that's not an option. Like, I'm a 4th generation farmer. That's not an option for me. So thank golly for my wife, because she was like, absolutely not. And we dug and scraped and worked. I worked as much overtime as I could get. You know, back then I was only making like 12 bucks an hour, 13 bucks an hour. And that wasn't that long ago. It was like, I've been there 15 years, 14 years. So now, shoot, you start at like 50 bucks an hour. Like, because people can't live on, you know, whatever. That's for another topic or another video. But, you know, I don't want to keep it too long. I just think that somebody needs to hear this. You know, it's not doom and gloom. Like, it's very frustrating. Everybody's always there with a handout. Like, where's our money? You know, whether your insurance is going up, or, you know, your RG&E is going up, or, you know, your electric bill's going up. You know, there's always somebody there. We just got reassessed again this is like our 3rd or 4th assessment since 2020. The whole town, like the whole state, and from what I'm hearing. We're in New York. So, you know, I'm just saying that, you know, it's just pray and ask people for help. Like, tell people your situation. If they don't want to listen to you, you don't want them around anyway. Go find somebody else. Go check in on another farmer. Go check in on your neighbor. You know, they might be going through stuff, especially now with inflation the way it is, and it's not going to get much better anytime soon. So, like, that's what I'm trying to teach people. Like, there's ways to get out of this. There's ways to do things, you know. Pay people to do certain things for you, like you like your taxes. Like, pay somebody. If you have businesses and you're starting businesses and all this stuff, find people that can give you a good tax person. That's not just like some box store tax people. I'm not saying that. Get people that are like-minded like you, which are hard to find, but just start asking around. Don't keep it locked up. And the other thing that's changed our life is we started tithing. And I don't mean at church. Like, that's a different tithing at church, and you should be tithing outside of church separately. Like, that has extremely changed our life. Once we got around these people that told us, this is what you should do. You should tithe. You should get some gold or some silver. Not gold. Start with silver. Clang them together. It gives off a frequency that is like no other. And you can think I'm crazy. That's fine. I farm, so I am crazy. But I just, even when times are tough, you need to tithe. Like right now, money's tight because we're doing all these projects and starting businesses, and money's tight. But I keep telling my wife we can't stop tithing. Like, we cannot, because that's the one thing that he says he will challenge you on in the Bible, and we are testing him on that. So, and we've been very blessed. The past year, there's been stuff happening that I'm like, how did this happen? And so there's something there. And I don't want to keep it too long, but make lists. Like, if you feel very overwhelmed and you got people telling you need to do things, and you're getting pulled all kinds of directions, especially if you have little kids, it's really hard to do this, man. It's really hard to start businesses, keep a farm going. Believe me, I've gone through this with little kids. Like, I barely had enough time to feed on certain days. Work overtime, come here, feed, try to keep this going, try to keep family going, cook dinner, get groceries, like all that stuff with my wife and I. Like, it's a lot, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, but just start making lists. Scratch off what you can get to today. Like, okay, check it off. Then go to the next, whatever you don't do, put to the next day. Put that on top of the list that's going. Just keep working down the list, man, little by little. Get up, do something to work towards your goal, towards your list. Like, and just try not to spread yourself thin. Like, enjoy your kids while they're young, while you still do things. Like, I don't know. I hope this helps somebody. I hope I'm not rambling on for nothing. But, and never forget these days that you're struggling in. Because if you forget, like I told my wife, we never can forget the day we got the electric shut off. And the all the stuff the struggles that we went through. Like, I will never forget those dark days when my dad died, and like RG&E, those were bad times. Like, the cars were breaking down left and right. My tranny blew up in my truck, all in the same pile of poop. So that's all I want to say today. I hope this helps somebody. That's all I want this channel to do, is help somebody and show my grandkids where we came from, like our story, so that they don't go down the same road. And I just want people to be successful and wealthy and get out of the system. And with that, if you could hit the like and subscribe, that would be amazing. And I'm gonna go in because I'm getting cold and the wind's not dying down. I love you.